Hey, my beautiful Virgos. Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot coming at you for your June. How are we in June already? Tarotscope, extended Tarotscope for the month of June. So I know this is weird, but I take whatever source gives me, okay? For you, I was trying to channel, like, what is your energy right now? Or for the month of June. And what I kept picturing was like a panting dog, like a Great Dane or like just a big dog panting. Like their tongue's hanging out and they're hot and they're tired. And I don't know if some of you are like over exercising or just like you're doing too much. I feel like you're like, it's summer, it's June, I'm gonna plans with them, go to the gym, do work, go, 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 go. It's not gonna be good, guys. Don't do that. Okay. I feel like you're being called to really reevaluate this month, and you might have a lot of people trying to travel towards you to make plans, or maybe you're trying to make plans with them, and you're kind of like, what decision do I make? What decision? Well, I would say that you definitely need to be mindful of how much you're committing yourself to this month, okay? Because that seems like a rough month if you're just, and also understand if you're feeling tired or drained around anyone else's energy, that is a sign, guys, that they're shady. That's what's making you tired, drained, insecure, weak, is somebody else might be lying to you. Somebody else might not be presenting authentically around you. And this could even be someone you've known a long time, a family member, a friend, a coworker, a colleague, a lover. It could be lots of people. But ask yourself, if you suddenly, 4:55 on the clock as I say that too, if you suddenly feel like a stomach pain, a headache, these energetic waves are very real as we heal, ascend, and grow. And so if you're feeling anything like that, that is source trying to guide you and say, hey, it's not for you right now. And it doesn't mean this person's a bad person. It just means you should not be in their energy right now. Okay, the universe has a different plan for you right now. And by you pulling back your energy and harnessing your energy, you're going to grow, evolve, and change. And you wish this person the best. And they'll grow, evolve, and change, right? So try not to overthink this. Try not to get in your head. Don't think that you are limited. I think many of you right now, it's just like, you're not limited to what you can do. But wow, some of you, guys, maybe this is that panting dog energy. Are you guys out there hooking up with a whole bunch of people? Be real. You don't have to tell me, but like, source knows. If you're out there hooking up with lots of people, it's putting you in tower moment after tower moment. And when we talk about tower moment, these come in all different ways, but that can be someone who just like treated you poorly, talked poorly about you, went and said something. It can be sudden realizations. Like, I don't know. The other day I saw someone too talking about how they had like sext messages that were sent out to a group of friends, like a friend thread that an ex-situationship had sent out. And it was just really shady shit. And I just feel like there's not communication or clarity around this connection for you. So whether you are more masculine or feminine energy, if you're more feminine energy and someone's treating you like this in a situationship and they're not committing to you, they're not being clear, they're not willing to sit down, look you in the eye and have a conversation about your connection, then bye. See you later. You don't stay in a connection in which you don't feel safe. You don't stay in a connection in which you cannot openly speak your truth and communicate. That's not safe. That's not fair. That is not healthy. And if you are more masculine energy where you're like, well, I don't want to communicate, Christina. I don't like doing that. People ask me that, I run. Ask yourself why it is you think you can step in and hook up with someone and then leave. Take energy from someone and then go. Why can't you communicate the truth? Why can't you look someone in the eye and say, hey, I find you very attractive. I'd really just like to hook up today. Is that okay with you? I'm never going to talk to you again, most likely after this encounter. And if that feminine energy or person says, yeah, sure, that's great with me, then great. But are you saying that? Or furthermore, if you have feelings for someone, are you telling them the truth? Hey, I really have feelings for you, but I look at relationships a little bit differently. Can we talk more about what makes you feel safe and secure? And I want to talk more about what would make me feel safe and secure. Because if you cannot have communication, in person, by the way, guys, we're not doing this all on the damn internet. I know you earth signs and you air signs really like to hide behind a screen. No, this is in person. If you cannot communicate your truth in person, then there is no hope of true connection. If there's no hope of true connection, why are you sharing your bodies? Sexual energy is life force energy. It is literally sacred. It is why so many cultures preach abstinence or celibacy, which I, by the way, source, the way I understand God, that's not what they want for you. They want you freely enjoying your sexual energy, right? It was a gift from the divine. However, the ways in which you exchange that energy are critical to your own karma, to your own life path, to others' life paths. So you have to ask yourself, am I doing this in a responsible manner? Or am I chasing people down to get a fix and then run? To try to find connection and then run because I'm afraid, because I'm insecure. You got to get real with yourself. And the best way to do that is to pull back from sexual energy with anyone for a minute and chill in the hangman, right? Hang out for a minute, let those chakras open and figure it out. Yeah, hand of God here confirming. Balance out those emotions, feminine or masculine energy. What is it you want? Are you afraid of emotional intimacy? And that's the block? Why is that? Let's go back through that story for a minute, right? Or are you someone that you get overly emotional, but you're not actually stating your boundaries? That's an issue too. King of Cups here, look at this. These are both energies need to work on their emotions this month, okay? You also could have water sign placements in your chart. Feel free to watch my other Tarotscopes, especially if it's your sun, or not sun, your moon or rising, or your Venus. I find that very helpful. Or if you have someone else that you're in a relationship with of any kind, watch theirs. Get an idea of what's being said this month for them. See if it resonates, okay? Because many of you, by the way, you do have a soulmate, a divine counterpart. And this person's in great karma. Or you yourself are a masculine who's in great karma. And you've been working on yourself, judging yourself. You have this. But there is some block here. And maybe this is previous third-party energy, right? That you're no longer engaging in that now, but you used to, and you've not communicated now how you really feel. And that is needed. That is part of your awakening, okay? So if you're like, Christina, how do I know if I'm feminine or masculine? How do I know this or that? Guys, my website, gingermama.com, the 3 A's there. Literally, if you go to my blog, it's free. There's a great breakdown of what is healed and wounded, both feminine and masculine energy. It's just bullet points, and it's so helpful. You can go through and be like, check, check. We all have both, okay? So the goal is for both of us to be healed, all of us to be healed in our masculine and our feminine energy, that yin-yang balance within us, okay? So don't give a fucking shit what anybody else thinks, okay? You focus on you right now, Virgos. You get so in your mind, you wheelhouse that. You're like, what do they think? What are they doing? What are other people doing? Who cares what other people are doing? I'm asking what you're doing. What you're doing is you're trying to grow and awaken and find passion. And by the way, passion is not found through sex. Passion is found through finding oneself and freedom and power within oneself, and then finding another person or people who also have that same passion, drive, freedom within themselves. And then sharing that can be sexual, absolutely. But true sexual intimacy that I think many of you are craving only occurs once you're with two healed bodies, right? And you have to ask yourself, am I healed? Am I ascended? Is that really what I want? Or do I want this mediocre bullshit sex for the rest of my life? Just a thought. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Many of you are having financial issues. If you are not, it's about to happen in the month of June. So I'm sorry to tell you, but there's going to be financial hits. It could be, I feel like I'm hearing home improvement or a house issue. I'm seeing like a refrigerator breaking down, a dishwasher, washing machine, car issues, something going on in the month of June that is going to affect your finances that has to do with that. And the reason that's occurring, the moon reversed, is because you're not taking accountability for maybe a secret you have or the truth or like a bad habit. It's like you're hiding something in the dark. And Source is like, no, you got to heal this. You got to work on this. You got to heal this. And if you're not healing it and working on it, the first thing Source does, not the first thing, but they do lots of things. They send you dreams, which, by the way, many of you might be dreaming more heavily right now. As above, so below, guys. Anything you're dreaming about is a reflection of current energy in the current moment. You can always change that, okay? But you have to be doing the work. If you're having nightmare after nightmare after nightmare, that's Source saying, what are you doing in your waking life that you're not fixing? Friend, family member, someone you're supposed to reach out to or make amends with, or someone you're supposed to cut off. Lovers here. Is there someone you're supposed to be reaching out to or cutting off? Is there something from your childhood blocking this? A core child wound where you feel hopeless or you feel like you're not worthy of a true happy family, life. And understand too, like these connections, we talk about happy family. Like I talk all the time on TikTok about this. If you want to follow me over there, these relationships can look however you want them to look. So many people are like, well, it's like, I don't want a full like traditional family life because then I get stuck in these cycles. And then especially masculine energy, right? You're like, I don't have the freedom to explore or be free or like go on a trip or like possibly have sex with someone else, right? And God's like, no, it's not that you can't do that. You're sovereign, you're free in your own being. But you can only do that if you're being honest with the feminine energies you are engaging with. Are you telling them the truth from the get-go? Hey, this is the kind of connection I'm searching for. And then listening to what they say back. Hey, that's okay with me, but I'd like for us to, and maybe they don't, maybe they say it's not okay. But for some, I talk to a lot of feminines that say that's okay with them, but they're like, I need to know there's trust here. I need to know there's clear communication, and I'm not okay with that until such a time I know you're telling me the truth and that you're consistent in how you communicate, how you speak. And if you're communicating clearly and I can trust that, then sure, great. You are your own person. But also, do you trust the other person to do the same? I often find masculines want that freedom to go run around and do whatever, but they don't like it when their empress wants to do the same thing. There's jealousy there. And so you really got to get real with yourself, Virgos. What is it you want for yourself and for a relationship, okay? Look to the future here. So many of you, I feel like you're stuck in the past. It's like, look to these new ideas. Tell yourself, you know what? Just for the month of June, I want you to be like, anything is possible. Anything is possible. This lady reading tarot, astrology, it's all connected, bird sign, train, whatever, it's all connected. And go with it and see what happens. I'm telling you, you're going to have a really big awakening here. You're going to be like, oh my gosh. Black cats also might be significant. Sunflowers, those are really on the card. The color red too. Many of you need to focus on your root chakra. Feel free to look that up. But yeah, as you do that, you guys look at this, Virgos. The sun's coming out. You're going to have emotional fulfillment here, but you need to get stubborn in protecting your energy and stubborn in focusing on your emotional happiness, okay? And don't look to others on the internet. Don't look to others outside of yourself, okay? You hold all the answers. That is part of an awakening, is realizing that you don't need the outside world to tell you how to be, how to love, how to work, how to operate. You don't need anyone telling you this is the education, this is the degree, this is the money, this is the house, this is the way you look. No. All you need is vibing with source, spirit, God, universe. And they're like, we know what you need. Why? Because your soul signed up for this before you came to earth. So just surrender. And I feel like that's where you're going to be by the end of the month. I do. I feel like many of you are going to have a big new beginning here. At the end of the month, you're going to be feeling really light. Like right at the end of the month. I'm 28th to like the 30th there. I feel like as you roll into July, you're going to be like, oh my God, I had an awakening. So as long as you kill these old cycles, okay? And sit with the pain, by the way. Look at this, because it's going to be painful. If you do this right now, release right now whatever is not serving you. Sit with that pain in the month of June. Kill these old cycles. And then I'm telling you, this is what's coming. You're going to be like, okay, Christina, that worked. But you have to sit with that pain. You can't go running out to other people. Because when we do that, when we run to others and don't follow our intuition on its side, we don't heal, then yeah, that's when source, it's rejection. You get more and more sad because God's like, we're going to show you over and over again. It's a test. How many times are you going to keep doing the same behavior before you look in the mirror and change it? How many times, loves? God's trying to make space. The universe is trying to make space for everything coming to you, which is love, which is connection, which is abundance and happiness. But right now, I feel like most of that is not coming this month, okay? That's coming in later months. This month should be focused on making space, expansion, opening your mind to other possibilities, realizing I don't know it all. Maybe there is a higher thing here. Maybe I am not the master computer of the universe, right? The universe is co-creating with me, and I can be a master computer in unison with the universe. Okay? So reflect on some of that. I love all of you. Yeah, some of you need to go ghost, and it's going to make you happy. But by the way, if you're going to go ghost on a family, friend, lover, you tell them. hey, I care about you, I love you, I love this connection, but I am going to focus on my own self-healing this month, so you're probably not going to hear from me for a few weeks. I will reach out to you around 4th of July. I will reach out to you in a couple of weeks, and then follow through with that. If you need to, put a reminder in your phone. But that's imperative that we say those things to others, okay? I love all of you. I will see you back next month. Have a beautiful, wonderful month of June, and have faith, okay? You guys got this. You got this, Virgos.